So my name is Bill O'Brien. I am actually one of the owners at River Terrace. I would prefer not to be filmed, but I'm not going to cause any problems today. No problem, I can speak up. I want to say thank you. Michael and I have lived here since 1997. Our dad owned it first, and then our mom, right, moved into it and stayed here until she passed away a couple years ago. We love this community. This is our home. We plan to retire here. So we've worked with a lot of you on what will make us a better community. We don't want to fight. It's our home. We did rent for years when we needed to, so we don't have any issues with people who rent. We want to help them. But we really, really have a passion for this community. Some guidelines for today's community meeting. No swearing. We're all business people, we're all professionals, we're retired. No yelling, right? And no using names. Management company. We're here to discuss the MRC. We're here to discuss our community, our amenities, our pool, our entranceway, the fact that ownership is planting plants at the pool. This year, what we came back to, the fact that we had to get the city involved to replace our trees. Right? The fact that you drive in and you don't want to invite your family here and you don't want to invite your friends because you're embarrassed. Because we know what we used to have. We used to have this beautiful community. You drove in, you knew the name of it, and everybody knew. We've got people here that are on their third generation. We all know who developed our pool. We take pride in that, right? One of our owners today said to me, "Can I grab a picture?" Absolutely. Beautiful flowers, gorgeous. Fernan used to look in 408 Bristol. She used to look out and see this. This is what we looked at for years. Now we look out, roofs that are a mess, pool that was a mess, no trees, a management company that doesn't tell us really where our funds are going. 1991, W did a great job, Craig. We went back and looked at the documents. We are supposed to be notified of every single cent that is spent at the MRC. Unless you go and you ask for an attorney, you will not see the funds. We're supposed to get a copy, quarterly or monthly, so we know where our funds are going. We posted the 2024 budget for you. When you look at the budget, you have $24,000 added to the MRC budget this year. In case the management company leaves, that increases your condo fees. We have $5,000 added for bulk trash. That's bulk trash. That's what your grandkids will play in. That's what Michael and I have to drive by every day. Rats. The city saying to close it. That was developed for landscaping. That was not developed for bulk trash. We're not here to talk about us as a community, are not here to talk about the past. But that bulk trash. I asked W, because he's a great moderator, to keep us calm. We asked volunteers. So we have River Shores. We have Frank and Valerie, who live at River Shores. We have River Terrace, we have Vinny and Steve. We have Andrew and David who live at River Bend. The goal today is, let's find solutions. Let's talk about what's really bothering us. And then let's try to figure it out. And everyone's like, you know, how are we going to figure this out? It's not that hard. We own this property. We are the community. If things aren't right, change it. You don't like being filmed? Say it out loud. I don't like being filmed. Period. Stop being intimidated by one person, one management company. I understand they have the majority of the vote. But I also understand a group of us stick together. Look how many of us are here. One person talks to one person, talks to 10 people. I have the addresses of everybody that lives here. I have the real estate companies. I have all of them. We have to keep reaching out and saying, change, change, change. And if you hear that you don't have the money, think about something. $29,000 alone is added to the 2024 budget. You don't need it. December, we offered to go to the management company and train and learn how to work the MRC. It's now February 18th. He still has not learned, he still has not trained. I look around this room, there's lawyers, construction guys, right? Teachers. I run hospitals. I can go right down this board and tell you what everyone did. Seriously, we can't run the MRC club. You have to pay $700 a month to have your stuff stored upstairs. Take a walk that way. Those doors are opened on purpose. What am I? Take a walk. Take a look behind you. Just take everyone. Take 2 seconds and look behind you. You have two people that work for us. They don't work for the management company. They work for MRC. I would not allow that in my home. That's your storage space. Look up. Check out the ceilings. They're falling down. Walk that way. Go in there and play pool. And see how dirty it is and disgusting it is. Go work out. See what all the problems are there. Look at the paint that's all chipped off the walls. So I did a little thing and then I'll let W take over. I went on Amazon and I said, let me figure out what I would do if I myself personally could just fix this area right up here. It's like $500. And maybe another $500 or $600 in labor. I went on Amazon. It's $34 each to replace those pool table covers. How much would it really take to get someone to go in there and clean? But look at your budget. Look at the number you pay for cleaning and then go look at the MRC club. Try to explain to me why those walls aren't scraped and painted. $60 for paint. Right? But we all, it's okay, because they have 3 votes, we have this with, no. Let's change it. So what we would like to do, and this is where W will take over because I'm too passionate, ask questions, right? And then what we're going to do is we'd like to plan another meeting, and we'd like to hear what you guys think we should do. We think we know what we should do, but we'd like to hear what you guys think we should do. And maybe what's bothering me is not bothering you. Maybe the fact that you spent $70,000 on a pool that doesn't have any type of guarantee, and you've already got 2 huge cracks, right? I don't know. Maybe because you don't have a sign up front. Just keep thinking about all these things. And then the other thing is Michael and I talk about this all the time. So we paid $145,000 for our condo. It's probably worth about maybe $4 right now. But they're selling at Wilton Stations for $5
Louder.
something. They're selling at Wilton Station for 500 and something. But we actually have a better area, I think, than over there. So why aren't ours selling that high? Because if I'm gonna walk through the property and go into these spots, I'm gonna question, should I pay 500,000 over here or not? So if you're a real estate company and you own 4 of the units over here, maybe you should start thinking a little different. And that's the message that I certainly will be giving to the real estate companies when they talk to me. Because they do call me back. W, please.
Yeah,
Can you take it over?
I'm glad you had the idea to have a community meeting, and they can happen anytime, and anybody can suggest it or schedule it or what have you, okay? It's not an MRC meeting, it's not a board meeting, this is a community meeting that hopefully will happen more regularly in the future. I don't know how regularly, maybe more so in season and less so throughout the year based on attendance and interest and whatever, whoever. But Will had been really passionately expressed his thoughts on the community and looking forward and, you know, making it better. We want to hear in an organized fashion something on your mind or passionate about something that you feel so that we all kind of know.
You understand we don't want to be filmed.
It's a community
That all of
meeting.
us can find some
not for
common
you to film.
ground
You said you
and
prefer.
strive for those
Yeah, okay, stay there.
goals. Okay. So really, this is just, you have something that's on your mind and you want to share it, you know, we would like to recognize that and hear you. Maybe things can work in that direction to make you happier. Maybe we can all work together and make each other happier. I came across this shirt, my neighbor gave it to me years ago, and I thought, oh, that's a good day to wear a shirt. But we're all neighbors. We're kind of stuck with each other by choice, but we do have to work with each other, and we have to hear each other and try to live in a communal setting as best as possible to navigate that. So, with that said, yes, sir, in the back?
Let me introduce myself for those who don't know. This is my husband Barry and I'm Bob. And we're in Riverbend in 204. We've been here for a little bit, almost over 3 years. We just permanently became Floridian residents. We were in Washington, D.C. And so now we're bona fide for Japan to be here for the long haul. So one of the things I wanted to bring up as thinking about one of the things I think Bill was hinting at, which is what are people looking at now for properties, is I think
Great idea.
Where's my secretary? Do I have a secretary?
I wrote it down. You got it?
Okay.
Best just so you know who you are up here. I'm David Hayes. I used to live in River Shores. I am now in River Bend.
Thanks, Dave.
And my name's Andrew Kasney. I am one of the newer owners here at River Shores. I'm actually living in River Bend though. I've been here for about 3 months. You may see me walking around the property several times a day. I have 2 dogs and I recognize quite a few of you just out and about from my walk. So it's good to be here and it's good to see everyone.
Thanks, Andrew.
My name is Steve. I represent River Terrace.
Vincent Zaccanino, River Terrace.
My name is Valerie Kienzapolsky. I'm in River Shores, and thank you all for coming here today.
My name is Frank Danford. My wife and I are second generation here, and we're going to be here forever. And, you know, I'd really like to go forward and get some things done here and bring it back to what it was. You got any time you want to come and talk to me, I'm in 107 in Heather, and the door is always open. Thank you.
Thanks.
Any other questions?
Yeah, I'm Marilyn.
My name is Marilyn Blackay, and I live in Devon, and I've been here for about 7 or 8 years, but as an owner about 4 years. First of all, I don't like the idea that we're being,
Standing in front of it for you.
I know, just on principle, although I know I'm quite Hollywood. The thing that I'm most concerned about is the pool. As many of you know, I spend a lot of time in the pool. It's really the only exercise I get. And I'm really happy to see that the pool was redone this summer after a letter that was sent out by Bill and I with pictures about the condition of the pool. That was around April, so I'm happy to see that finally someone paid attention. But what I want to say about the pool is simply the temperature. There's a big dispute as to how warm it should be set at. And also it breaks down. One of the things that I suggested a couple of years ago is to check the heater in September and not wait for December. Made sense to me, right? Does that make sense? The other thing is we have, as I say, a disagreement with the temperature. And frankly, for years at the beginning, it was set at 86. And a pool, of course, the pool was not 86 because it's a big pool. But nowadays, and for the last couple of years, when it's working, which is not often, it's set at 83, which is not warm enough. And I think the management is trying to save money. So my concern is the temperature of the pool. Not unreasonable to be set at 86.
W, can I have a favor? Can we take a vote? So, a lot of us don't want this filmed. Do we agree that this meeting should not be filmed? Can we take a vote?
Yes.
So it is a community meeting, we are the majority. We understand you're an owner, but please shut that off.
Okay, you know what? I'm
Thank you.
willing, I got